The pandemic has once again demonstrated that many people are prone to believing in numerous conspiracies. It is true that some people are more susceptible to misleading news. It depends on our pre-existing assumptions and adversities. Psychologist Andrea Zick argues, if I have preconceived views, hardship, or fictitious opponents, I believe in conspiracy theories. The opponent may be the police, the government, or climate campaigns, for example. There are plenty of deals in the online world to confirm each of our theories, Zig says. As a result, I usually only visit the pages that correlate to my viewpoints. It is more than a bubble, it's a parallel universe that caters to every conceivable need. Fear plays an essential role in this environment, according to Andreas Kappers uh, of the City University of London's Department of Psychology. Fear of being stung, for example, could be a reason why someone refuses to get vaccinated. He continues. The individual is on the lookout for information, and he comes across a slew of articles claiming that vaccines are hazardous and that no one should be inoculated. It's not necessary to wonder why people don't believe in science. It's more important to wonder why they don't want to believe in science. Another significant component, according to neurologist Franz Perrian, is the ability to discriminate between reliable and suspect sources. Conspiracy theorists don't know the difference between a credible source and, say, a YouTube video. Furthermore, children are not adequately informed about this issue at school. People who have lost a lot of control over their lives are more likely to fall prey to bogus news, according to Parianen. False information appears to restore their power. All of a sudden, the world becomes quite clear. When conspirators are unsure of themselves, they attempt even harder to persuade others, because when someone else thinks the same way they do, they feel the same way. Boredom seems to have to increase the belief of in conspiracy ideas during the pandemic. People have a lot of spare time and were able to spend more time online as a result. They found a community in the virtual world and they no longer feel so alone. Some people begin to associate with a specific group. What can be done to combat the spread of false information? People who believe in and disseminate misinformation are to blame. It's also easy to be duped. To avoid spreading fake news, avoid sharing information that elicits a strong reaction or appears to be too good or too horrible to be true. Searching the internet to see whether other trustworthy sites are talking about it, an easy approach to double check. There are recommendations for recognizing fake news if you're not sure. Fake news can be reported to the social media network where it was discovered. Many media platforms have pledged to combat coronavirus misinformation. Also, speak with the person who is spreading them. He most likely did so unwittingly. The best method to persuade people who believe in conspiracy theories is to demonstrate empathy, appeal to their critical thinking, and avoid insulting them, according to researchers. Vaccination is one topic that has piqued debate all across the world. You may have heard things such as the vaccine causes autism, vaccine contain mercury and can be poisoned, through vaccines, those who around the world want to kill us. They say they immunize us when the fact they inject us with viruses and bacteria to reduce the number of the population. The truth is, vaccines are biological preparation with antigenic characteristics that can induce an immunological response in vaccinated organisms. How does a vaccine work, you may ask? The pathogen is altered in order to create a vaccine. If the vaccine is part of a mandatory immunization program, it can only be administered to those who want it or to everyone. Immune protection develops after a varying amount of time, weeks or months, from the moment of inoculation, depending on the vaccine, and is long lasting, 2 years. As a result, if the vaccinated person is later exposed to the disease, the organism already has all of the weaponry necessary to combat it. In terms of the future, we can predict that vaccine development will continue to progress. A huge effort is being made to obtain vaccines that protect against cancer, HIV infections, and neurological disorders like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, among others. However, the results thus far have been limited. In conclusion, the danger created by vaccination is insignificant when weighted against the benefits it provides.